everyone. In my region, Mato Grosso do Sul, children, the majority of them, are not very conscious that there is a country in which people really speak English. So they don't see any point in learning it. So I decided to develop a project, to create a project involving culture as a bridge to provide knowledge. The target is a group about 20 students with ages between 9 and 10 years old. So they are in the primary school, I don't know how can I call it. If we focus our attention on this picture, you will see that in the end of the bridge, we have the aim of the project. That is the desire of learning. So to promote, to awake children that they can really speak English somewhere in the world. To help me to achieve this aim, I will use some tools that are represented here by the books. So, sightseeing, images, videos, London and Mato Grosso do Sul culture, cross-curricular activities, and by the end, the portfolio. I will give you a brief explanation of how the project will work. It will last 2 weeks, and I'm going to have the help of the history, geography, and arts teachers too. I will work with students in 4 English sessions, and I will be responsible for providing any kind of material they need to know London and to know the British culture. So I will work with videos that I've edited while I was here, postcards that I've collected, leaflets, those kind of materials. And besides that, their history teacher will be working with them about the culture in our own state. So they will be able to make a kind of comparison of what we have in Mato Grosso do Sul and what people have here in London. So they will contrast how different both cultures are. During the geography lesson, the teacher will kind of direct them about where we are in Mato Grosso do Sul, in Brazil, and where London is in England, like showing maps and talking about climate and any curiosities. And back to my lessons, I will work with the same thing but in English. So I will be able to use simple vocabulary like weather words, clothes, those things that children really have to learn if we follow the curriculum. I told you that I will work with the arts teacher as well. It's because by the end of the project, students will produce a kind of map of London and a map of Mato Grosso do Sul. In this map, they are going to produce a collage with me, my last class, and they will put in the maps the five sites, the 5 landscapes that they most liked during our research. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say that one day before the collage, we are going to the capital city of the state, Mato Grosso do Sul, and we are going to do a sightseeing tour. And I've already talked with the director of the school, the head of the school, and everything is organized for us, bus and tickets. Well, back to the college. It will help me to produce a portfolio by the end of the project, because I will show it in our parents' meeting. Of course, that during the classes, we are going to have some activities. During the visit to Campo Grande, we are going to fill in a form about the sites, and all those materials I'm going to collect with their maps and produce a portfolio that will be given to the parents to show what we have done. If you have any idea or question, please do not hesitate in contacting me. I will be happy to help you.
Right. I must have missed something. I mean, why was the collage?
The collage, Carol knows about the collage.
Because in Brazil, cheating?
Yeah. Cheating.
Yes, I used to say collage.
Everyone.
No, and it's also because the teacher speaks it in a very nice way. So we started to...
Because it's collage, and we think it's fancy.
To cheat on in Portuguese is colar.
Sorry?
To cheat on exams is colar.
Okay, right.
So when we say collage, we always remember, it reminds us of our students.
Right, okay. I thought, again, it's interesting to compare, again, this whole idea that it's not clear to students why they're learning English. Okay, it comes back to the whole idea of motivation, interest, and so on, that is just so important for so many of you. I thought, again, portfolio, so again, there's a task, right? There's something there to show, which also connected to me with Kelly's work and suggestions about how they're going to produce something, right? And actually that can even go further and become something in the magazine next year, okay? And for me, that really connects also to authenticity. So authenticity of task.
And because
there is a real reason.
To submit here, they have to give us someone in English too.
Right. Okay. So it's a real life purpose, which becomes very, very, very authentic. Okay. And in your case, it's this collage that they are producing as evidence. And the other interesting thing is that you're bringing in the parents. Okay. For me, that's really, really interesting. Okay, because parents are part of the educational picture. Okay, so we are really slowly making the picture bigger. We've talked a lot about learners, we've talked about teachers, we talked about administrators, okay, we talked about teacher training and so on, and now we're also bringing in the parents.
Yeah, it's because children always arrive at home telling parents everything we do in class. So sometimes parents can ask, but why is she doing that? Is she losing time? So I want to show them.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, because parents may think that learning is to learn the grammar rules.
Yeah.
Okay, that's well, she doesn't teach them the grammar. What kind of a teacher is she?
She's taking them sightseeing.
Crazy. Yeah. And you need to show that there's value in that. And of course, the sightseeing connects to to Wellington and Lausanne's project. Okay, so there's a lot of commonalities there and so on. Okay, and I hope you will continue to talk about these things, you know, when you're back at home and seeing how you can share and learn from